Hi everybody, my name is Julian Furey, and welcome to the second episode of TMChats, a podcast created by the wonderful team at TMLabs, your trusted digital advisors. A little bit about us. We are an independent professional services consultancy located in Australia, specialising in ServiceNow architecture, implementations, managed services, and certified platform applications. We're a very proud elite partner and have been delivering successful customer outcomes for the past 3.5 years. Whether this is your first time or second time tuning in, welcome, and thank you for your support thus far. Recently, we found out that we ranked in the top 20 technology podcasts on Spotify in Australia within 1 week of releasing our first episode. This kind of achievement does not happen without your support and love for our podcast. So thank you for tuning in and hitting that download button and saving the cast. So let's get started. Today we'll be focusing on governance in ServiceNow and how good governance can be applied to streamline customers' decision making and clearly define how their organization should use and manage their version of the Now platform. We are privileged to be joined today by Tobias Schwartz, or Toby as I like to call him, one of the founders of TMLabs. He puts the T in TMLabs literally, and I'm delighted to have him share his insights on governance in ServiceNow, along with his little puppy Benito. Hey Benito, please don't poo on my carpet, it'd be much appreciated. Toby started his ServiceNow journey as an employee of ServiceNow. He then went on to one of the big four consultancies to do architecture work in their ServiceNow practice, and most recently founded TMLabs in 2018 with his business partner, Michael Starkey. Toby also holds the Certified Master Architect title, the pinnacle of ServiceNow certifications. He needs no more introduction. Toby, thank you for joining me today. It's truly an honor to have you on the podcast, mate.
Thank you, Julian. It's my pleasure to be here on the podcast. Thank you.
So Toby, what is governance in a ServiceNow context and why do our customers need it?
I have come across a number of interpretations of what ServiceNow governance is during my career. One that resonated with me most was what I learned during the ServiceNow Certified Master Architect course. And it goes as follows. Governance is a decision-making framework that accelerates outcomes. It defines what decisions need to be made and when, who is involved in decision-making, and how decisions are made. Poor governance can result in a number of issues. Some examples include highly customized instances with technical debt, making it very difficult to upgrade, maintain, and enhance. Ultimately, the customer might be missing out on the great new features ServiceNow is releasing with the upgrades. Another example is that security vulnerabilities could be introduced on the ServiceNow platform. Worst case could result in a breach or a data leak. Or ServiceNow applications are implemented that might not be fit for purpose, therefore wasting resources.
We don't want that.
Customers could also be missing out on opportunities to rationalize systems due to functionality overlap between ServiceNow and third-party applications and systems. Or customers don't get the desired adoption due to lack of, say, organizational change management or stakeholder engagement, which is due to the lack of budget decision making.
Wow. Thanks, Toby. It sounds like with a good governance, we can avoid these problems that you've just mentioned. And I guess that leads to another sort of question. What types of decisions are typically being made, and how are these decisions tabled to the right people to then decide?
It is important to table decisions to relevant people and be effective in spending people's time. For example, we wouldn't go to the CIO to ask whether a business rule or a flow designer should be used to meet a particular requirement. Good practice is to have 3 governance boards. And it's starting from the strategic level as the executive steering board, with attendees being senior IT leaders and also business leaders. It defines the ServiceNow vision and strategy, as well as budget and resource allocation. On the portfolio level, there is the demand board. Typically, platform and process owners attend here. It prioritizes the requirement backlog and it deals with the scoping and sequencing implementations. Then on the platform level, there's a technical governance board. This is where IT leaders and technical architects attend. It deals with technical policies and standards, defines golden rules of technical governance. It makes decisions around how particular business requirement should be implemented.
That sounds like a really structured approach to implement governance there, Toby. It sounds like it's also quite a number of meetings and it might be perceived as overhead. How does this apply to organizations?
The extent and formality of governance can depend on a number of factors. For example, the complexity of the ServiceNow implementation at hand, the size of the organization, but also the size of the program team within the organization, as well as the experience and skill level of the technicals, particularly the technical workers in the team.
Of course.
Say for implementations with only a small team of highly skilled and certified developers, an extensive technical governance board could be an overhead, as technical decisions could possibly be made quickly within the team and then documented as part of their design or specification artifacts for future reference. Whereas larger organizations that are adopting a number of application suites on a ServiceNow platform and that employ developers with various skill levels and experience, possibly even from several ServiceNow partners, typically have a much tighter governance regimen in place.
Yeah, okay.
Governance decision-making will become faster over time as patterns are established and the team learns how to prepare and table these decisions. A tool that I have used in practice is a scoring system to quickly compare solution options, which helps to quantify the value and speeds up decision-making.
Yeah, fantastic. It sounds like that scoring system is a really handy and practical tool to use with governance in ServiceNow. And you mentioned golden governance rules before. Are you able to share some examples with our listeners?
There are numerous examples of golden rules, and each organization needs to define what's applicable to them. But some common examples I have seen are designed for real time, particularly when it comes to integrations with other systems.
100%.
I've often seen customers building an integration with an hourly, daily, or weekly synchronization mechanism to only then later down the track re-implement the whole integration as near real time. Okay. So you might as well start on real time.
Of course, yeah.
Another golden rule would be reuse existing configurations or code where possible to avoid reinventing the wheel. Important here is that sharing knowledge about what's been built and documenting that knowledge in, say, KB articles is key to achieve this reuse golden rule. A third example is N-0 release upgrade versioning with the ServiceNow releases to always remain current. This way customers can achieve a better return on their ServiceNow investment by adopting the latest features very quickly.
Wow, a lot to unpack there, Toby, but I think it's clear how governance can drive your transformation vision, deliver faster outcomes, and minimize technical and business risk in your organization, which, as you would know, is key as you implement and manage the Now platform. So Toby, how can our listeners reach out to you if they have any questions about ServiceNow governance or need help introducing it into their ServiceNow projects?
Good question. Feel free to contact me via LinkedIn or visit our website tmlabs.com.au, and the team and I will be more than happy to have a chat with you.
Fantastic. You can engage with TMLabs on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page, as well as more updates and stories which will be provided on there, with faster ways to get answers to your ServiceNow questions and queries. And that marks episode 2 for today. Toby, thank you for your time and valuable insights. I'm sure our listeners found it very valuable, and this information will truly help them on their ServiceNow journey.
Thanks again, Julian, and to all our listeners. Now I think Benito and I should go and have a quick walk now.
Sounds like it's time, yeah. So, this episode of TM Chats and future episodes will be available on Spotify as well as our website. Thanks for tuning in. The team and I were now going on a Christmas break next week. So with that, we wish you all an advanced Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe and enjoy your time with your loved ones. I'll catch you for our next episode in 2022 here at TM Chats, the innovation and community podcast powered by TMLabs. Cheers. Yeah, that's right. We did it.